Hello everyone, it's Dave, M0OGY in North Lincolnshire. Welcome to my first new video review in high definition. Finally put the old Sony Handycam out to grass, and I purchased a new high definition Sony Handycam, the latest all singing all dancing model, and a new professional tripod to try and upgrade the videos a bit so they're a bit more watchable. Anyway, so I hope you've all had a good Christmas and a happy New Year. Been a while, but I have a few reviews to bring you this year of new and old equipment, so I hope you enjoy this one. Well, the first one, what we're bringing you is the new Ranger RCI 2950 DX3, which is available from Marmite Radio. A big thank you must go to Mike Devanue down there, who's the MD, who sent me this unit to test, and I'm sure after the review, if I like it, I'll be keeping hold of it and buying it, and for my own use, hopefully mobile. So been after one of these new radios for a while. A few years ago, maybe 8 years ago, I had one of the older backlit LCD green display models, the mobile one, as this is, and I have also had the 2995 base station, which was the higher spec mobile radio what had the 150 watt output. So quite a big fan of Rangers. They're a bit of a Marmite radio, as some would say. A lot of people love them, some hate them for the looks more than anything. They've been unfairly, I feel, compared to taxi radios around the place and on the forums, but I think they're quite a nice looking radio myself, and very reminiscent of the Alpine car hi-fis from the mid to late 1980s in my eyes, but everyone likes different things. Certainly not a shiny radio as some of the other brands manufacture, but some of the good points are that it's very well made. The control knobs are solid. It is very much an amateur radio in quality. So that's it. Anyway, we're having a look at it this weekend. It might be, I would hope, at least a two-part review, so we'll have a look around it anyway. Right, it comes supplied in that package at the back, in like a sleeve with a brown box, very well packaged. It also comes with a black painted mounting bracket, standard sort of thing, which is down there. We've also got a bag of screws, fasteners and fixings, which has a mic hanger. Very impressed with the microphone. I've been handling 10 meter radio microphones over the last year or two on reviews, and many of them are pretty junk, really, if I'm honest with you. They're a bit of an afterthought. As I said in the Striker review, that microphone's very poor, and it's been commented since about that one. Also, some of the microphones for like the Anytones and Masses, very poor, but this one is very reminiscent of a Yaesu branded microphone. It's very heavy. I would say it's probably 2 to 3 times heavier than a comparable Anytone. So their own brand. It's got up and down channel change on the side, little push buttons. Really is a chunky beast. Nice mic hanger. Look, it's even got a clip on the back to hang it up as well. Very long power lead, which is a good thing. and it's a 6-pin fitting, as we will look onto the radio, as you can see there. 6-pin screw-in fitting, which is all good stuff. Right, looking at the front of the radio, at the top you've got the channel change, frequency change, which is very solid in operation. Moving across, you've got the display, which is a green display. Looks like an LED. We've got obviously it's not plugged into an antenna, so I can't transmit on it or receive anything, but as you can, if you look on the camera to your left, it does have a bar graph, but the bar graph is for your S meter and output power. You've got the frequency readout, and there's obviously many functions that light up when you press the relevant keys underneath. Right, at the bottom you've got a noise blanket A&L automatic noise limiter function. You've got a dimmer. The dimmer, I think it's four positions, as we can see here. Dim, sorry you can't really see it very well. You've got the display off. You've got a low setting, medium setting, high setting. That's medium setting. Moving across, you've got a Roger bleep function. That's mainly aimed at the guys who buy these and convert them to run them on the CB radio 11 meter band. SWR splits, will work split frequencies, this radio. Offsets, it's got standard offsets for a repeater operation, which is good. You've got a scan underneath. Well, the scan, basically you turn the squelch control up and it will scan through the frequencies. Obviously we're going up through the 10 meter band, and it will get to the other band of 12 meters. See, it's flicking around by itself. The radio does cover, it's a dual band radio for 10 and 12 meters. It starts at 24.8900 megahertz, finishes at 24.9900 megahertz. On the 12 meter band, 10 meters covers 28 megs to 29.6999 megs. If it's don't send me do lally that. If you open it up, which I'll tell you about in a little while, so it will cover 24 to, I believe, 32 megs. So that's you know, but you have to use a what they call an E-chip. I'll show you that in a bit. But it does obviously just come enabled for the amateur bands, and it does have a seal on the side, a proper Ranger seal. So anyone modifying it, do so at your own peril. It's your choice, end of the day, not mine. Right, you've got programming memories, you've got up and down frequencies also on that right hand side. So you basically got your up and down frequencies there. You've got a channel change, and you can change it on your microphone as well. So you've got three changes. Right, you've got mic gain on the where are we? Mic gain's the external one, I believe. The middle one is a variable power output. Now this radio will run 25 watts single sideband, 8 watts CW, and 8 watts AM, and 8 watts FM. So it's only a relatively low powered radio. There is a high powered version of it available. I believe it's called the N3, I can't remember anyway, but there is a high powered version. There used to be a 150 watt version of it available, and there's now I believe a 200 watt version available, which has an additional, like a built-in amp, which is built underneath the bottom casing. So that's the versions, but this model is just 25 watts single sideband. Right, so you've got the variable power. Moving along, you've got volume and squelch. They're all twin pots, these. You've got volume and squelch on that side. Going down to the bottom corner, you've got your mode switch, FM AM upper and lower sideband, CW position. Then on the left hand side, you've got your clarifier, and you've got your RF gain. So that's your controls on the front fascia. Again, I like the look of it, some don't, but I think it's very suited for mobile use. You know, it's not too in your face like some of the all singing, all dancing chrome radios there. So I'll just show you the E-chip as I just explained, and then we'll move to the back panel. So if you wish to modify this for 11 meters, you do so at your own risk. It's not for me to say you shouldn't or you should, that's your choice. That's the E-chip. Comes in a little packet. You have to purchase this separately, it doesn't come with it. There's basically a point on the inside the radio. You plug that plug in, there's 3 wires come out of it. There's a little board, a little chip underneath that heat shrink. You've got another piece of heat shrink, as you can see there, which you slide over it, and then basically get inside it and plug that in, and that's what opens it up. That's what they call the E-chip. So it's not hard to do, but obviously it's another expense if you want to run it out of band as such. So that's the front panel and the E-chip of the RCI 2950 DX3. We'll have a look at the back panel and have a look there. Right, welcome back. We're having a look at the back panel of the Ranger now. We're looking on the left hand side. It's got sort of a medium size heat sink. I do wish manufacturers or some would put some fans on the back of them. This isn't a very high powered radio, so I guess it doesn't need it. We will see in further tests on air to see if it gets warm. I would think it probably doesn't. Right, moving across, you've got your serial number, 00124, that one. Oops, sorry. Then we've got an SO239 Uhf coupler, which looks very good quality compared to some I see on the backs of the radios. Moving across, we've got 3 3.5mm Phono Sockets. Right, we're going out of focus, I apologise, gentlemen. Right, we've got 3 there. We've got the first one on, you can see on your left, is the CW socket for your Morse key. The second one is extension speaker, which I also recommend you using any of these radios, because the internal ones never seem that good. And then you've got a PA speaker. Yeah, PA speaker. So yeah, so much will never be used unless you're into shouting at people through a PA speakers. Right, moving down, you've got a 3-pin power socket. The power lead is not bad. It's not the best heavy duty lead I've ever seen. Certainly isn't the worst neither. Very much a muchness really. Now then, this is the important thing. Now, as you're probably aware, Nevada Radio are the importers and distributors for Ranger products in the UK. A lot of radios used to come in from America or through the back door or whatever previously, but there wasn't CE approved or ROHS compliant. Well, Nevada have gone to great lengths, I believe, to get these through the CE approval. So now they are available, and it's all, you know, kosher above board. So that's good news. Finally, Ranger have made their products CE approved. It took them a little while, but they got there in the end. I think with a bit of help from Nevada. So that's the back panel of the RCI 2950 DX3. Right, we'll just have a look. It also comes, I didn't say, it comes with a handbook, very well written handbook, as if you need it. Warranty card in there also. There is also, if you have to run these on the 10 meter repeaters, there is a CT CSS board available as an option. It is more money, you have to buy it separately and plug it into the circuit board, but it is available, so you can use it to open up repeaters, which is a good thing. There's not too many so-called 10 meter radios that can do that, so it is actually aimed at amateur radio operators, this radio, unlike some of the other ones that well, quite loosely disguised CB radios, to be honest. So there you go. So I'll be back in a moment. Right, so there you have it, the RCI 2950 DX3 from Ranger Electronics. We will, within the next week, hopefully have a look inside it, show you the circuit board. I will be installing the E-chip, as I call it, give it some tests on 10 and 12 meters, see what it receives like on the 11 meter band, see what it sounds like, and give it a bit of an airing. Had a, you know, first impressions for build quality, it's got very much an 8.5, 9 out of 10. I'm very impressed by the overall build quality. There's no loose knobs or anything looks cheap on it. I'm thoroughly impressed with the quality of the microphone, and it does say on the back of the microphone it's made in China. It's an SRA 158 made in China, but yeah, what isn't these days? But I'll tell you what, the weight of it's something else. I can't believe how heavy it is compared to some of the other things I've been using. So there you have it. I hope you've enjoyed the video. We'll be having a bit of a fiddle with it next weekend, get it on the air. It's not been too good weather around here. We've had quite heavy snow this last week, so I ain't really felt like doing much, to be fair, but we'll give it a go. So again, thanks to Nevada Radio for this sample, and if I like it, I'm sure I'll be keeping it and paying for this unit, and we'll be having it mobile for the summertime. So on that note, hope you've had a good weekend. Best 7.3s from Dave M0OGY, North Lincolnshire in the UK. 7.3s. Good night. Bye bye.